done, at least for now, allegedly. But I want to know, what do you guys think about this crazy situation? What do you think is really going on? Do you think Chiherbo is secretly in love with Tati? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later. And you know your first clip on TikTok when you say I do voodoo. Tati, you do voodoo. You do it. I'm going to show you your first. You do voodoo? I'm going to show you your first. How many chickens you cut on Boston? I'm going to show you. How many chickens you cut on Boston? I'm going to show you voodoo. I'm going to show you your first. How many chickens you cut on Boston? I'm going to show you. How many chickens you cut on Boston? I never cut no chicken on Boston. You want to call Jamie? You want to call Jamie? Show the chicken. Hey, call Jamie up on here. I bet she run. Come on, bro. Show the chicken.
Wow. I would say, whoa. I would say this is divine. I literally just did a recording. I haven't even uploaded it yet. It's still backed up because I'm trying to get another recording uploaded. I just seen this not even 5 minutes ago. The altercation between a supposed voodoo lady and these, I don't know what you call them. I don't know what you call them. Media personalities. Again, this is divine. Something told me to just click on this recommendation, but absolutely, animal sacrifice is illegal. Universal disclosure. Tati, Tutu, Poo Poo, Kiki, Fifi, whoever you are out there in the world, EYE Infinity, vessel of the great God, universal Allah, a new age of Aquarius. I'm one of the ones putting this on the record for the all. It doesn't matter if you personally see this or not, because this is put on a public platform. The same way if anyone files a lawsuit, right, and they cannot reach a party, right? The legal requirement is that they have to publish this in a public forum. That's the requirement. It has to be, and I don't know exactly the terminology. I'm out here rogue. We'll have teams to get every our earth terminology down. We'll have a legal team for that. At another timeline. That's not important, but you get what I'm saying. You got to publish that. If you're trying to reach a party that you cannot, you want to sue, take to court, you can't find them, you have to publish it in a public record. And that's merely what this vessel is doing. I'm publishing this in a public record, which millions and millions upon millions, the majority have access to YouTube. So this would qualify me as doing my due diligence, my divine duty by the great God, universal Allah. Because, look, this vessel, I've done an animal sacrifice before. This vessel has done an animal sacrifice with Santeria. I did it. I didn't do it through voodoo. I did it one time, and I did it through Santeria. I didn't know the saving power of fasting, dry fasting at the time. And I had a situation with an African that had put some whoever they hired, whatever they did, they put some strong ass shit on me, and I was not spiritually I wasn't spiritually astute enough to know what was going on. So that at that timeline, probably 2013, 2014, I went to a Babylao for Santeria, and they did this whole ritual, and they, had the hen, the chicken, and whatever it was. They transferred the negative energy into that animal vessel, and then they killed the animal vessel. They slit his aorta, the throat, and it bled out. And then they put the blood because we did this in a basement. I had to go to her home. The Babalawo was present, and then they put the blood on the little statue or whatever. They fed the spirit. So I've done it before. I did it one time. And do I feel bad? I just know it's other ways. Because the great God said through Yahushua that only through fasting and prayer, which your intent of where you want the negative energy to leave and what you want to call in. I guess some of you probably would have to fast to departure out of your flesh as much evil as you do. I guess I'm sure that's why you do the negative transfers to humans and animals, because y'all wouldn't probably be able to fast enough. But for those that are, somewhat within bounds to receive forgiveness, I just figured out, it's just other ways through fasting. Yahushua gave the science behind fasting. Fasting burns; it literally incinerates any negative cells. It depends on how long you do the fast, and the conditions. But this is why Yahushua, they portrayed Yahushua going to the mountain in isolation for 40 days and 40 nights, something like that. Because some of these environments are too toxic to fast. Your environment's devils that are going to come up to be released, they may attack you because they're like, we don't want to leave from the earth. So it does require a bit of isolation and definitely. But that is the prescription for a new age of Aquarius. Just, having a clear conscience, because it becomes scapegoating. It's like you continue on sinning, you're harming another, so you can continue on in sin, like for whatever purposes that you're doing this, animal sacrifice for. But that shit's crazy that, I just recorded this motherfucking video, like, just got done, like 20 minutes ago. Started pouring down, raining. I stopped the recording, picked my phone up. This is a recommended video. Tati doing voodoo on, rappers, these males. And again, this is not judgment. Many are doing it. But see, the sin where you're going to get yourself into trouble. See, the great God doesn't want us to focus on a specific object when we're doing these manifestations. The great God doesn't want us to do that, because then your finite mind cannot see the outcome of that. You don't even know if you're supposed to be with a Boston Rich, or what's his name, Boston Rich, or a G Herbo, or you don't know if that a union with that person, you don't know if that is going to be detrimental to you or not. That's why we're not supposed to do black magic for the physical world. We do what you want to call magic to transmute our energy, and then that's just universal law. As above, so below, as within, so without. Then our physical reality by law would have to change. That's what the great God wants you to do. The great God doesn't want you to cause harm for an evil's sake. All right, I'm going to go transfer this evil to this thing so I can continue in sin, and so I can be, so I can offset sin, when really you deserve departure out of the flesh for some of the things that's going on. The great God is saying, listen, and I do believe, listen, I come from a lineage of these sciences, these indigenous sciences, voodoo, Yoruba, right? Which I guess the pale skin version of it is Santeria, but it's the same shit. It's the same shit. We did these things at a time where that's really all we knew. We didn't have this enlightenment coming to the earth to teach us a better way. We weren't, and that's again, this is a reason why the indigenous ancestors were ordered into slavery, because it started to become for the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Now it gets hot as shit. This shit is crazy. Um, yeah, we were doing these things for the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. That is a sin against the great God, universal Allah, because the consciousness, you will be enemy to the consciousness of the great God, universal Allah, partaking in these things. Because the great God already gave through Yahweh Shai, the Son, the prescription, the scientific formula. This shit probably ain't gonna say the scientific formula, which is to fast with prayer, meaning the prayer, the intent, because energy has to be directed. Where do you want the energy leaving? All right, this crisis came up. It brought up so much anger. It brought up this. It brought up that. I'm feeling this. So I'm going to do a fast to transmute the energy. It's my intent to remove anger, jealousy, da 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 da. That's what the great God wants for us. So this is universal disclosure. This is universal disclosure that this is illegal. This is illegal for a new age of Aquarius. It is illegal, and you shall be receiving new life sentences. Look, this girl, she got exposed. That's pretty. You know what I mean? That's pretty. Like, I mean, that world is known for hot. They all do the shit. They all do it, but they're known for hiding it for the purposes of, wanting to look like their shit don't stink. Like they're naturally this magnetic and charismatic, and no, Satan is giving you those, giving you your body parts, shape shifting you, and all of that. That's coming from Satan, because you're doing it for the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Bismillah. This is a divine. This is a follow up on a divine, because I already called in about almost an hour from now. I called in a divine court hearing and transfer for any doing negative energy transfers. Bismillah infinity.